Now let's watch everything wrong with the Human Centipede. If you know what that if you know what that movie is, it's basically where a dude eats everyone's ass and he be like eating their shit at the same time type shit, like on some crazy shit, like on some regular Diddy shit. Como de costumbre.
This
Nah.
movie beckons you to search for a deeper meaning, layered carefully within the confines of its 1.78 to 1 aspect ratio.
Type
To
shit.
understand a work this complex, you must first look at these cars on the freeway not as cars on a freeway, but the trappings of our everyday routines, our soulless interaction with others. Inside of that, you'll find the true
Duke,
human centipede.
stop.
I know that sounds like a sin removal, but no matter how much beauty I find in such a thoughtful film, I can't forgive this movie for being called The Human Centipede. Also, the movie opens with 1 minute and 5 seconds of traffic.
The fuck? Is this Atlanta?
Yeah, we know why you sick f***ers are here. You want to see some of that
Duke.
human centipeding.
If this was Atlanta, bro, why didn't Duke save their ass? Look like Atlanta or like the South or some shit.
Appreciate your tone, movie. This is a terribly framed photograph.
What the
Is this
fuck?
Hyder's favorite dog of the
Yo,
group?
why the fuck they got dogs eating their ass on their
Yo,
fucking
is that why I got the
dashboard?
solo photo treatment? In that case,
Yo,
why
we
is
should
that
have
the
known this
business
fool was a sicko off the rip for having this type of photo just posted up. Think about this shit. Bro, this was before like the internet and shit. So this fool had to like take a digital camera, take a picture of this, take out the SD card, put it in a fucking like Walmart or some shit, talking about some, oh yeah, I want these pictures. And then wait weeks just to get this fucking picture? Like, are you fucking kidding me, dude?
Imagine being up front would be the preferred position. Also, I don't believe for a second that you're getting these dogs to stand perfectly still for this.
Hell
photo.
no, bro. This
thing would
is
have
W fucking Photoshop.
repeated itself immediately and violently. Also, B, the also that suffers the most. Can we even show this photo on YouTube? I mean, it's just one dog photoshopped end to end 3 times, but we all know.
What are you talking about? It's
that's
just Photoshop,
implied.
bro.
Either way, my
Hey.
hesitation at this early point does not bode well for the proceedings. Why is he pre-tearing his toilet paper? Now he has to choose between setting down the pre-torn sheets in the dirt or awkwardly holding them and the toilet roll while he drops his pants. Being human centipede, it might be the best for this guy. That way he never has to incorrectly prepare for this sort of thing again. Hyder is so proud of this elegantly seamless.
Wait, what? Oh my god, so this motherfucker's just a creepo, just waiting for motherfuckers to take a shit. Dude, imagine having to take the biggest shit of your fucking life, right? You're traveling down the road. You've been on, let's say you've been on the road for like 5 hours or some shit. Traveling down the road, you realize, fuck, I should have stopped at that gas station like 20 miles ago. Fuck, I gotta keep it pushing, bro. I gotta keep it pushing. And then be like, oh, I can't, bro. This my fucking shit coming. Like, I got a turtle head type shit. You know what I'm saying? My dingleberry's about to start moving and shit. And then you go and you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna just go to the woods and fucking take a shit. And you start taking a shit and you see this fool posted up in some aviators hiding a fucking rifle come up to you and stop you from taking your fucking explosive ass shit. Imagine if you was eating some like, let's say like fucking hot Cheetos or some shit, some turbos. You know how devious those
Also,
are.
this feels like a super inefficient way to find your victims. Even if you know this is a popular truck stop, these guys are on a tight schedule. If they go missing or don't check in, they're going to be reported as missing almost immediately. Honestly, the whole thing is a bit of a joke.
You're kind of stupid. You gotta wait for it.
Pay good money to
Campsites
watch
or
this
some
guy
shit.
dragging a man this big into his car somehow. I personally believe these brackets are unnecessary. Hey Bob, when we go to Germany, meet me at the hotel. What is the hotel? You'll know the one.
Yes, I was wondering if I could get driving
Oh my god, does he have a female eat that trucker dude's ass?
directions.
Bro, I remember, bro, like whenever I go on road trips and shit like that, every time I go take a shit, like I respect truckers, bro. I fuck with them. Shout out to my CDO. Cool. But like every time I go to the bathroom and there's a trucker there, bro, they always be taking the meanest shits, bro. Like they always be taking the stinkiest ones.
To a nightclub called.
Jeez, imagine this little ass
Found
fucking
someone at
female
a ratty
eating
hotel in
some
Germany
big
who
ass.
understands English?
No, we're
White
in Germany
dudes.
right now, and then we travel to Italy
250.
in a couple of days.
Considering Germany doesn't share
McDonald's
borders with Italy,
shit,
this
oh my
means
God.
Jenny and Lindsay are willfully excluding either.
And yeah, after you ate the fucking Kaisenat burger.
Vacation plans, and
Oh my God,
how
GG's.
world wars are started. Also, this entire hotel scene could and should have been a 2-line car conversation consisting of, man, I sure am enjoying this European road trip. Instead, we get some idle chit chat, Jenny asking for directions she'll forget, something about a hot German waiter, and these clogs. These clogs get more backstory than any
What the
human
fuck is
character.
that?
We met this cute German waiter. Yeah, and he invited us to this party tonight, so we're gonna go.
Might have been nice if you asked that guy how to get to the club rather than waiting to get back to the hotel and hope the front desk could understand a second language. Why is this license plate backwards?
I'm sorry, I just don't.
It's
know
inverted,
where we
bro.
are.
Oh, that's
shit.
easy. You're in the part of the horror movie where 2 characters experience some kind of car trouble which forces them into taking a wrong turn into a house on the left or maybe a cabin in the woods or someplace other than their intended final destination. The hills have eyes.
Okay, we're gonna call the rental car service, get the papers.
Oh,
No one
smart
will miss
idea.
it during the thrilling 15 seconds where Jenny goes to the car and gets the papers.
219 200
219.
806.
I thought that was in
I
Germany.
googled the shit out of this, and unless they rented this European car for their European road trip from a rental service,
Yeah,
in
I'm gonna say
Indiana,
that's
I'm gonna
from
say she made
USA.
This number up.
There's no signal.
There's always a signal.
That
That's your-
statement is still demonstrably false.
Yo,
Yo,
that-
10 years after it was spoken. Also, the woman who apparently doesn't own a cell phone in this movie apparently has opinions about cell service.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
There's
Getting too much
always a
information
signal.
about storms with perfect timing.
Do you know how to change a tire?
No.
Yo,
I've
why
never
these
had to
bitches
change the
stupid?
tire.
Like, call 911 or some shit at this point.
But guys, back at the hotel, you definitely changed a tire. Guys are liars. Tire liars.
Are those headlights?
Wait, on a road? Get the f out of here with that silliness.
Von dir habe ich doch eine ganz heiße Kassette zu Hause.
Think about this. There are two people that
What?
Lizzie and Jenny meet while stranded. One is a creepy man of the potential sex offender variety, and the other is a literal mad scientist looking for people to sew together. I guess I just want to know if I'm supposed to be mad about the cultural stereotyping or the ridiculously bad luck.
F***ing. He said f***ing.
Yeah, but you could have been saying, looks like you've got a fucking flat tire. That's fucking awful. And you wouldn't know because you didn't bother to translate the other words.
But if we don't find
Dude,
this
this mu-
place
they
in
just
like 10
assumed
minutes,
that he
we're
was just trying to
running
fuck,
back to his
bro.
car.
But they were on the road for a while, so shouldn't they have a pretty good idea if anything resembling help is a 10-minute
Fuck
walk
that,
away?
bro. Oh
It's
my
like
God.
2-3 miles max.
How did these
And
bitch-
what good will
how did
returning
these
to
girls
the
get
still broken down car
caught
do?
up in this
Between
shit?
sticking to the lit road and stumbling through a dark forest, these two
Oh
chose
my
adventure.
god, you fucking dumb. Are you guys fucking stupid? No, you deserve to eat each other's asses for the rest of y'all lives, bro. Are y'all fucking dumb? You were literally in a perfect situation where a car can just drive by and pick y'all asses up. And you decide to fucking start wandering the fucking woods? Like, are you kidding me?
I'm trying,
Trying what? Lindsay, we've been out here for like an hour.
I would
Oh
honestly
my
rather
God,
watch
not gonna
15
lie, I'm
straight
swinging
minutes
at
of
that
truck
bitch.
driver shitting in the woods than another 15 seconds of this argument.
Tired and I'm cold. I'm not moving.
Believing this tactic will result in you being less tired, less cold, or more in possession of a car that works.
Oh my god.
I don't like dogs.
Movie apparently doesn't want to give us the foreboding visuals of the dog cage, preferring that Jenny and Lindsay mention it while running in the rain. And they never show this dog cage and why it's so awful, ever. Like, ever.
Can we come in?
I feel like Eli Roth saw this movie and was inspired to make Knock Knock. Now that's a damn double feature right there. Knock Knock and Human Centipede. I can't even think of which one would go first. I feel like we
Oh,
need
not
to
gonna lie,
throw
you
this
just
into
y'all
the
just served
numbers.
this y'all's asses on a silver platter for this fucking freak.
Are you alone?
Yes.
I present to you the first of many red flags that will be
Bro,
ignored
you
by
gotta
these
run after
perfectly
that
reasonable
shit.
Human beings.
Something to drink?
Water's fine.
Are they really not going to check to make sure this guy isn't putting something in the drink? After the night they've already had? Hell, they can watch him from here. And what kills me is this dude doesn't even try to hide it. Also, I'm sure he doesn't have a lot of people snooping around his kitchen, but on the off chance he ends up being investigated, why not hide the Rohypnol somewhere other than with the cutlery?
What the
You live
fuck?
here with your wife?
No, I don't like human beings.
The statement isn't immediately followed by Lindsay and Jenny's legs spinning really fast as they run on the spot before launching themselves through the nearest wall.
What the
leaving
fuck?
behind nothing but a smoke outline of themselves and a sign saying, nope.
Can I call then?
No.
I haven't seen anyone try to use a cell phone since they couldn't get a signal back at the car. Now that they've moved to a completely different
Oh
area.
my
why hasn't
god,
anyone
low
tried that
key,
shit?
bro. Why didn't y'all just like walk down the road, like to a gas station that you might have drove by? Unless you guys drove like 50 fucking miles away. I don't see the harm of doing that. Walking on the fucking road.
Rohypnol causes drowsiness, dizziness, disorientation.
And is the preferred toxin of choice for melodramatic villains who also enjoy explaining their villainy as it happens. Holy shit, that is a giant ass can of fruit. Maybe that's just how
Hey, W fucking like, hey, he consumes his fruit. He can respect it.
they
Oh,
do
fuck
breakfast
with
in
that shit.
Germany, but goddamn, that much fruit? Aha, see? He ate one spoonful and walked away. It is too much.
You don't match. I have to kill you.
I have
What the
tremendous
fuck?
standards when it comes to human centipede construction. I mean, I can't just stroll out to my local fair with a wonky pede. What would the judges think? Also, now that he's killing this guy, it's unfortunate that the only thing this actor gets to say he did in this movie is take a shit behind a bush. also, what does match even mean? Blood type? Cholesterol levels? Height? Does the middle one have to have a different dominant hand so that they don't crawl in circles?
Wait, how'd he kill the dude? Did he just inject him with some serum or some shit?
Oh, you can f off with this he's sad about the loss of life bullshit. Your movie's premise is stitching 3 people together to become a human centipede, so I will not be surprised that the perpetrator has no redeeming qualities. I'm frankly not expecting much emotional depth here. The fact that it's so easy for this guy to find victims for this project.
Yo, are the Motherfuckers, Germany stupid or some shit? Like, how y'all just keep on falling for this guy?
Shows the importance of proper centipede planning. You don't want to just
This is
knock
based in
out the
Germany,
first guy
right?
you see taking a shit in the woods.
Europe?
You need to know your dimensions beforehand. Sure, killing people isn't that difficult, but think of all the time you waste burying the victims in the backyard. Now here's a guy who does.
How do you build? He's a solo dude. This is a solo act.
People isn't that difficult.
He like
but
solo
think of all the time
squatting,
you
bro. How the fuck did he fit that shit though? So like, not fit it, but like, how the fuck did he like carve it out like so nice?
waste burying the victims in the backyard. Now here's a guy who does not like to take 2 trips. Okay, so we're about to watch a mad doctor create a human centipede, but one thing for which I will not have tolerance is if I see a boom mic enter the God
What the fuck?
damn it. In order to understand how this operation works, the first laminate must explain the frequently...
Yo, how do you explain to actors that to audition for this? Like, yo, I want you to be a scientist who ties people together through their ass, and I want you to, I want them to shit in their mouth, and I want you to be that scientist who makes them do that shit. Like, how do you explain that? You just explain it like that, and they be like, all right, fuck it, why not? I haven't gotten any roles recently, so fuck it.
misunderstood concept of what 3 people are.
The leading surgeon in separating Siamese twins.
Hyder was so frustrated with the career of separating conjoined twins that he totally naturally decided to dedicate his retirement to creating conjoined beings. I see no further need to flesh out any motivations here. Let the body horror commence.
I'll explain this spectacular operation only once.
It's hilarious. This guy thinks anyone will want to get a
Yo, what's the point of doing this though? Like, what do you gain out of this?
refresher course on how all this works. Plus, 2 people
Like, is he trying to do a science
will be able to
experiment?
ask
Like, what the
questions once the
fuck?
operation is done.
The lips from B.
Does he have? Does he have like some sort of like hypothesis, like hyperbole or whatever? Like, is he trying to test out a theory?
C and the anus of A and B are cut circular.
Dr. Hyder not only dreamed up a sickening experiment, but he also invented a second meaning for ass to mouth.
Yo, low key, what?
What follows is Dr. Hyder describing in a fair amount of technical detail how each of these
You know what movie I watched once? No, I didn't watch it. I watched like a video recap of it that fucking scared the fuck out of me. It was that one movie where that one fool turns into a seal.
humans will be attached to each other. This is a process
Or
that
a
a
walrus,
real-world human
whatever the
being,
fuck it
probably
was.
A decade of medical education.
And like his face is on the animal, and like his friends are just looking at him, crying. I'm like, fuck.
actually spent time working on instead of doing actual surgeon things.
Ingestion by A passing through B. The excretion
I want to be A. I don't know if I can show this shit on Twitch, bro.
of C.
This guy
I call dibs on A.
explains the
No, I'm just fuck that. I'm calling dibs on B. You know what I'm saying?
extremely gross process of what being in a human centipede entails. But somehow it's not nearly gross enough. Like, he just kind of yada yadas what happens between person A and B and between person B and C. I particularly like how he describes that one step as passing through B. The watering down of the evil is almost poetic. This guy could write for the New York Times.
The human centipede.
Even Loki made it did sound a little nicer than it actually is, though.
Crawl centipede.
First sequence.
Holy shit, he even did the subtitle. Extra points. Also, this is not a centipede. It only has 12 legs, not 100. I mean, centipedes don't even have 100 legs, so he was really facing an uphill struggle from the beginning. This is a human dozenpede at best. Did he deliberately loosen these things? There's so much space in these restraints to wriggle free, I don't think Lindsay even needed to undo them. Does the surgery have a higher success rate if you let one of them have a jog beforehand? Also, Lindsay finally frees herself, but why the f has she waited until now to do it? There's not even a lock on these things. It's just a buckle by the
Oh,
looks
this
of it.
guy's a bad fucking kidnapper.
But they haven't been knocked out this entire time, so did she really need the
Ill
impending
methods.
anesthesia as an extra incentive? Also, second sequence. Somehow, a more insane Frankenstein here doesn't hear or see any of
Yo, this guy's actually a fucking
Lindsay's
dumbass.
quite obvious fumblings as she escapes.
I mean, it's good that he's a
So,
dumbass, but
are
like,
you gonna look for any windows to smash, or
yo, why her hair, like her hand look gray, like Silver Surfer type vibes? Like, y'all peep that?
are you just gonna wait until it's too late to do that? You need help! He really does. I mean, I don't know how he's planning on performing this surgery solo, but I also don't think this should be Lindsay's main concern right now. Oh man, this would have been super embarrassing if she'd opened the curtain and any of the other windows. Also, apparently his plan now is to smash through this window with a tranquilizer gun to recapture Lindsay, but breaking down the door would have been a lot easier. Also, while this is a great shot for the movie, was this his best option? Was there not a rock or something he could have used?
What a fucking
Does he have a
dumbass.
spare
What the fuck is this
gun
guy
to
doing?
close
Why is
this
he
one
just
up?
meleeing it? That motherfucker has a gun. He can just shoot that bitch.
I mean, sure, you'd be amazed how often I just run into a fucking swimming pool just because I wasn't expecting it to be there. Happens all the time.
Let me and Jenny go. Please.
That Japanese guy you brought in? Him. Thinking you can hold your breath longer than someone who isn't.
One of my Rottweilers also tried to escape just before the operation.
Did you do
Why
that?
they do Rottweilers, bro? That would be kind of scary to do that shit. They'd be like, don't they have like the biggest bite force?
That little demonstration on the overhead projector with your Rottweilers?
I don't know,
That
bro.
might have
That's
been
low key
awkward.
L. He's low key an L scientist, bro.
Middle piece.
Ooh, I can't wait until we hear Tom Segura say this catchphrase daily
The middle piece. Fuck, she should have been the. Never mind.
when they turn the human centipede into a TV game show.
Dane.
I mean, if he's trying to punish her, like he should really put her ass at the end.
Hey now, careful, Doc. John Kramer
So all you telling me is I gotta be a good boy and I get part A.
has trapped men for far less egregious crimes than stealing taglines.
The overdose cut off again.
Normally, I'd say something about an ex machina here, but if there's an ex machina to be had, it's a padding the runtime ex machina. All this does is get Dr. Hyder out of the room so that Lindsay could wander around the house and try to save Jenny. And we all know there's no chance in hell she's going to be able to do that. Huh, I guess the massive gash in Lindsay's right arm stopped bleeding on its own. A medical miracle! I don't expect Lindsay to be thinking clearly in this situation. In fact,
Oh, I guess they put a filter on that bitch, bro. I didn't even paying attention.
probably do dumber
I didn't even
things
know
than
she got
Lindsay's
cut, it
doing
did.
right now. However, with a clear mind and a comfortable office in which to think without any distractions and a refreshing Baja Blast to drink, I must ask, does she really think she's going to be able to carry around a sedated Jenny and escape before Dr. Hyder comes back? I understand why they don't show Lindsay pulling Jenny up the stairs. It would have been too entertaining. I don't get why Lindsay does all this stuff for Jenny. Remember when Jenny said,
There's always a signal.
and then remember
No cap, bro. I'm leaving that dumb ass bitch behind. I'm taking an Asian dude instead. I feel like he could be better. You know what I'm saying?
when Jenny said,
There's always a signal.
You know what? I don't know. Lindsay, I'm not walking anymore.
and remember when Jenny said,
I think we're supposed to turn.
all three of those things would be grounds for keeping someone's reservation in the human centipede. Guys, this nearly 2.5-minute scene of surgery is great and all, but what I'm really wondering is if Dr. Hyder ever got that window fixed. It's been bothering me forever. Oh, cool, you got it fixed. Sweet. Earlier, Hyder said that if Lindsay didn't open the door, he'd...
Pull your teeth out one by one without any anesthesia.
And since Lindsay is clearly sedated, I don't know how I can believe anything this man says in respect.
Oh shit, I got scared. I thought I was about to die. No cap. Oh, I'm sure. Wait, is he actually gonna pull out the big
How
teeth?
exactly is he performing the surgery
Ew.
on three people at the same time completely alone? I don't care if he's the best surgeon in the world. Someone would have had to human centipede him first to have enough hands to pull this off. Also, Hyder can join
saying,
the
bro,
long list of horror movie surgeons who seem to think
L fucking scientist or whatever.
they can bypass the entire field of anesthesiology with a quick injection. Based on the diagram and explanation earlier, I'm pretty sure that the cuts into this butt cheek that I can't even show you here are inverted, and even if I'm wrong, someone is paying a price for the time I spent trying to figure it out. I have zero questions about the human centipede itself. The way it works
Oh my god. Oh, they actually do it.
is self-explanatory. And Dr. Hyder sure as
Playboy fucking tattoo. Freaky ass.
isn't going to explain it a second time anyway. My main question is, how did he haul these three?
Why does someone get a Playboy tattoo? Isn't that like the equivalent nowadays of getting like a Brazzers tattoo? OnlyFans tattoo? Nah. It would be like an OnlyFans model's logo. Do OnlyFans models have their own logos? Like, what would it even be? Like them shaking ass, on their ass, in this pose. This pose. I don't know what pose would they. What? How could? Hold up. Who's an OnlyFans model? Yo, I don't even know any OnlyFans models for real. Wait, no. Violet Myers counts as one, huh? Okay, we looking up her. Fan page. Let me look this shit up, bro. I don't think she even got a fucking. Oh wait, let me check it on. Bro, continue. I don't give a shit. Nah, low-key, she just showing her ass in her profile picture. No, I don't think they got logos. What the fuck? They should really invest in, like, OnlyFans models should really invest in getting logos. I think just to like expand their brand a little bit type shit. You know what I'm saying? Just for the fuck of it. Like, why not? Ah, where the fuck out here buzzing?
From the surgery room downstairs all the way up here. Does this motherfucker have a freight elevator in his house?
There we go. Yeah! I did it!
Movie takes 48 minutes and
This motherfucker think he Jason Tatum.
57 seconds to finally human
Motherfucker think he Kevin Garnett.
centipede. And if it had waited its full runtime, this would have been a sin removal. Also, it's right about here that you're thinking about your life choices.
Oh my
What could I
God.
have done better. I should have helped more people. I should have told more people that I love them. And in this case, I'm talking about the actors. Honestly, Dr. Hyder appears to love himself so much that I'm surprised he's not into cloning himself and making a centipede from those.
Take the word and bring it to me.
Gotta say, man, creating a human centipede to do menial tasks like this is a true waste. I know this guy's insane, but that doesn't mean he can't come up with more practical uses for his creation. Like, I don't know, making the human centipede wander left and right through the yard while little kids try to shoot sections of it before it gets to the other end. Even throw real spiders
Oh
in
my
there so
God.
it can increase the challenge.
Oh my
I
God.
don't know where this is going. But
Oh my God.
my question is, haven't these people had to use the bathroom already? When
Oh
need to
my
change
God.
underwear, like all the time?
Oh my
I've thought
God.
about it. This is the biggest deal breaker for me ever creating my own human centipede. I guess Katsuro just took a bite out of Dr. Hyder, but this would have required moving the entire human centipede in his direction.
Yo, I
without
don't know-
noticing. And I highly doubt these assholes have gotten the hang of moving around while attached to each other like this.
Yo, Loki, how are they so coordinated though? Like W fucking coordination. Hey, W chemistry.
At least not quietly.
Now you can bite me.
I'm not entirely sure why Hyder is bothering to speak English. It's obvious that Katsuro doesn't speak English, so is this really just for the benefit of the
Yo, this shot is fucking wild.
ladies? You know, the only ones who can't reply?
Ah, Mr. Kamikaze.
Yo, that's fucked up, bro.
Dr. Hyder chooses this odd moment to reveal that he has no idea what noise a chicken makes.
Feed her, feed her.
Okay, so we all knew this was an inevitable part of the proceedings, how the rear occupants are fed. Even if it were possible to pull this surgery off, I don't know what medical school Hyder went to that had him believing another human could survive on a diet of shit, let alone adding a second human who has to survive on the shit created by another person who's only ingesting shit. The IV we see them connected to could be hooked up to the fountain of youth and still not keep everyone alive. Also, let's say they can survive on a diet of feces. What are the odds of
Yo, what the fuck am I watching, bro? Why am I fucking watching this shit? Why? Why am I fucking watching this shit?
meal making it to the next person down without them having an entirely predictable bad reaction? Okay, let's move on. I'm beginning to regurgitate the same sins.
I want to sleep. I did not cut your vocal cords.
Hey man, you've apparently got earplugs. Problem solved as far as I'm concerned. Now,
Yo, bro,
maybe
you created this shit. Why you complaining, cuz?
want to kill all the sound just in case one of their health monitor alarms goes off, but my guess is it would be too late for you to help them if it happened anyway. I totally get the urge to escape. Dr. Hyder is swimming, not paying attention to you, and you're used to that centipede life. But again, I don't know what they expect will happen here. Maybe they can get a hold of a weapon of some sort. Like
Why is the
my
motherfucker
grandfather done. But escaping is out
what
of
a
the question.
freaky ass boy. I'm not gonna lie, I'm drowning myself in GTA. But why the fuck is motherfucker just
No matter
swimming
where you
naked?
go, human centipedes are notoriously easy to find. You know what? Perhaps the biggest sin of this movie is being boring. This movie is all premise. You would amuse your friends for a brief moment by saying, okay, so Crazy Doctor will sew 3 people together in a human centipede, and believe me, fellas, the bathroom business is wild. And then what happens? Well, they hate being in the human centipede. And the doctor's mean to them occasionally. And then what? I think you guys are being unserious about the idea. Let's go back over this. So a crazy doctor will sew...
Wait, is this the whole movie?
movie about a human centipede somehow shows restraint when it comes to the inevitable person B to person C digestive sequence. Well, then why did you answer the intercom down
Stupid
here?
ass.
Also, for some reason, they do in fact shut up. I mean, what have they got to lose? What more could he possibly do to them? Do not answer
Just
that.
a good boy, huh? Just a good boy, huh?
Knowing the police are at the door, Hyder takes the sensible precaution of hiding the incriminating photo of his triple dog. Obviously, he doesn't mind that in order to get to this photo, the police would have also
Yo,
walked
this-
past
this
the
guy's
suspicious
like
damage to this door and the bloodstains on this.
This guy's the most stupid doctor I've ever met in my fucking life.
carpet.
He's
Never
actually
mind.
fucking
I'm sure those
stupid.
are much easier to explain than a clever bit of photoshopping.
Heiter. Guten Tag.
So did the cops just not hear the screaming on the phone? Geez, if no one in the house can hear Katsuro when he's yelling like this, maybe Dr. Hyder should have put his human centipede down here every night so that he could get some more rest.
Ein Zeuge hat auf ihrem Grundstück eine junge Frau schreien hören. Mit amerikanischem
How do they know she was
Akzent.
American though?
What a bunch of bullshit. Are there even any houses around Dr. Hyder's? And the only screaming that could have been heard was when Lindsay locked
How do they
us
know
up in
she
the
was
room
American,
upstairs,
though?
and that's before the window was broken. And I will
Blah.
again point out that this house
They
is
have a
in the middle of
different-
nowhere with no other
Do
houses
different countries got different skins on their screens or something?
around it. All the other screaming is taking
Yo,
place
what the fuck's
downstairs
wrong with
where
my
nobody
shit, bro?
upstairs can hear a goddamn thing. And fine, let's assume he does have a neighbor. This means that a neighbor apparently heard Lindsay screaming, but somehow didn't see Hyder burying the truck driver, bringing Katsuro into the house, didn't once see or think the 3-dog situation was weird, or that there were 3 humans stitched together walking around his yard.
No, yeah,
Silberner
most def.
Mercedes wurde genau an der Stelle gesehen, wo man den holländischen LKW gefunden hat.
Okay, they have his car at the scene of one of the kidnappings, and an independent report of someone screaming from his house. How is this not a conversation that's happening at the police station?
I've got 2 strong and healthy replacements.
When Hyder talked through the surgery, he said,
Good news. Your tissues match.
but how can he tell either of the cops are a tissue match just by looking at them?
Loki just feel like he's want to kill them fucking for like that one fool at the beginning.
Also, since the 2 cops' tissue matches and the selection criteria is this broad, how unlucky was that truck driver?
You mean how lucky, bro? How fortunate, well, after the fact, but like unfortunate prior to the fact. That's fucked up.
Preparing for a new operation, a quadruplet.
Dr. Hyder, when
Is that for 5?
you decided to make this human centipede, I looked the other way. Just good, clean fun is what I thought. So I put it out of my mind. But now you're thinking of stitching 4 people together? Now it's time for an intervention. Katsuro's experiencing what I believe to be post-clarity. You know, I think I'm making real progress with my new pet. I bet I could leave a scalpel within reach and they wouldn't even be tempted to stab me to death with it. Let's find out.
Haben Sie einen Durchsuchungsbefehl?
Durchsuchungsbefehl habe ich in 15 Minuten.
How do you not already have one? Movie cops always pull his
Bro.
Getting a warrant is entirely possible, but also the most inconvenient thing they could possibly
Don't tell
imagine
me them
doing.
fools just
So they always end up
become
trying
part
to
of this
trick
shit
the
too.
suspect into letting them look around without one when the murderer slash
Isn't there 3 of these movies? How the fuck did this shit get approved for like a trilogy, bro?
kidnapper
Fucked
slash
up.
human centipede
It's
creator
fucked
is
up.
never gonna fall for that.
Besorgen Sie sich einen Durchsuchungsbefehl und mein Haus gehört Ihnen.
I mean, just how the do you successfully stitch 3 people
I'm
together
telling you, bro, this guy's the most retarded fucking doctor
together in
ever.
the surgery of the millennia, but then let this ridiculous shit happen? Katsuro stabs Hyder in the foot, then the knee, then nibbles on his neck, and then calls it a day. Why the would you leave this man breathing given what's at stake? Also, probably the funniest thing about this movie is how much it tries to establish the idea of centipedes, only to remind you mostly of dogs.
What the
I've already
fuck?
mentioned the secret
What
freight
the
elevator
fuck?
before, but once again, if it's so tough for these assholes to crawl as a centipede up the stairs, how the did they get up and down the stairs in the first place? You know, we're at the hour and 15-minute mark, and I just don't think Dr. Hyder is creepy enough.
What the
Can we
fuck
have him
is he
lick some
doing?
blood or something? I think that's what made Hannibal Lecter so great, and people love that guy no matter how many shitty movies he's in.
What the
Wait, did
fuck?
Lindsay seriously think that he wouldn't have replaced this window? Was that her plan? Wouldn't she have been able to tell from the yard that it
What
had
a
been
stupid
replaced?
ass.
And if she knew it had been replaced, why didn't she
Don't
just
tell
go to
me
Katsuro
these bitches is stupid as hell.
to get the lamp,
Like
and
stupid
then
as
get
fuck,
over
like
here.
borderline-
It has been wise not to
They
show
definitely
the
got
centipede
educated in, like, in
behind
a
too much because it gives away the whole illusion.
Stupid
It's
ass
like they covered everyone's
cunt,
private
like,
areas in bandages,
state.
put some fake blood around the junction, and figured that would sell it. How hard would it have
They have
been
no
to shut the door
cognitive
behind you?
thinking.
Not harder than climbing up those fucking stairs, that's for sure.
Why is motherfucker crying?
Oh wow! I didn't realize that when you're in a human centipede situation, you still need to keep your honor intact.
What the fuck? Yo, stupid ass. Yo, how stupid are you, little? I mean, you are pretty fucking stupid by having a Playboy tattoo on you.
I don't know what gets into Katsuro here. I'm not going to pretend I know what humans will do in any situation. What I do know is that Katsuro has an about face here that is so out of character that it could only be a movie trying too hard to get to its tragic ending. He's been a fighter this whole time until for some reason seeing Dr. Hyder again makes him change his mind and he decides to slit his own throat, which we will not show you here. It's an action that totally fucks the two women behind him. It's super disappointing to see a character change so drastically.
Why would he do that?
It's here the movie gets all philosophical and tries to be way more than it is, and there's just nothing more phony than trash trying to elevate itself at the 11th hour. You left the fucking front door unlocked, knowing the police were coming back? You know what? F this crime scene and all the evidence there. And this cop and this spook apparently. I'm struggling to work out what exactly went down in the swimming pool room between Hyder and Voller. When Prancer arrives and sees that Voller is in the pool with a scalpel at his neck and Hyder is now in possession of his gun. Think about how that could have happened. A drug Voller stumbles into the room, sees Hyder, who has dragged his ass all the way over to the far side of the room, by the way, and decides to stumble over to him instead of shooting him. Okay, we heard a gunshot, so maybe Voller fires and misses, fine. But how would he ever end up close enough for a now disabled Hyder to stab him in the neck and take his gun? And how did he end up in the pool? Hyder certainly didn't push him in. So what
Yo, this movie's dash, bro.
we're saying is that Voller walked over to Hyder, bent over, got stabbed in the neck, dropped his gun, got
This
back
shit
up,
make
and
no
stumbled into the
sense,
opposite
bro.
end
This
of the
motherfucker dead ass can't walk.
pool. And if you come away thinking any of
And
the
how
above is
fuck you
argument
got a gun and
competitive, I
I
would
don't
back
know,
to
bro.
the fact that the whole thing happened off screen, so it wouldn't have to be explained. Damn, dude, you act like you've never seen a human centipede before. Also, isn't it about time you called backup? Like, I understand you can't do anything about this, but when you hear a gunshot and see a human centipede, don't you call reinforcements? This
It's
guy
the German
also forgets
police,
how to
bro.
cop, and now I'm just kind of mad at this movie. Look, no, you hear about this movie, you hear about its human centipede, and you go, ooh, gross, I'll watch it only if I'm under duress. So when that finally does happen, and you do watch it, you realize it's boring. And all the characters suck, even the ones that had some promise. And now I've forgotten all about the grossness. I'm just angry. Now Jenny's gonna die, which is perhaps the one death aside from Dr. Hyder that makes sense in this movie. And now Lindsay is fated to die, unable to move, stuck between a and a scarred face. But also, aside from this terrible fate, I guess we're supposed to believe that she's unwell enough that she's going to die between now and the time that the German police realize their two cops didn't come back from the house for which they got a warrant. This movie was successful enough to warrant 2 sequels, and I look forward to the day where all 3 Soon's videos are stitched together into our very own Inhuman Centipede.
Yo, what the fuck did I just watch, bro? Why the fuck did I just watch that shit? This was literally the worst video I've ever seen in my life. The worst movie, the worst video.